Love for you to talk a little bit more about the technology side of your brand.
When we started this company more than 20 years ago, we understood that if you want to make something different, you need a completely different approach, as I just explained, just from the sourcing side, because all the food industry was created around make convenience and every process or most of the processes were created out of shelf stable products to make an homogeneous final product that is shelf stable for a long time. So you use a lot of flours, a lot of sugars, a lot of preservatives, and it's not because the industry is bad. It's because it's the only way to have a bar with a 2-year shelf life that always tastes exactly the same, that is very, very sweet. It's unnatural. So there's no other way to do it, just to do it that way. So the way we started this is, how can we make a process that really gives us all the organoleptic characteristics of the fruit, which is it smells like the fruit, it looks the color of the fruit, and it tastes like a fresh fruit. And right. Tropical fruits are special. Tropical fruits are a lot more sweet, usually a lot more. They're louder. They're more exciting. They have a lot more flavor than, I don't know, berries, apples, or cold weather fruit. So they're special in that way, but they're also more difficult to work with because the sourcing,
like the BRIKS level, for instance, like that. There's typically a higher BRIKS level, which is how we gauge the sugar, the sweetness, the natural occurring sugar and sweetness in fruit is calculated by BRIKS, and that's BRIX. And with tropical fruits, they're just naturally higher in that. That's why we crave them. That's why when you do a big fruit platter, the pineapple's always the first to go because it's the sweetest, So, but no, Simon, this is fascinating. So keep talking. I just want to make sure our audience understood that connection,
That's exactly right. Working with high BRIKS fruits is difficult because, first of all, the range of the amount of sugar that the fruit has, the natural fructose that it has, varies a lot. So when you process it, you get very different results. That's one part. And the other part is when you're starting to take away some of the water, which is the only thing our processes do, reduce the water in the fruits. If the BRIKS content is very high, it starts to get sticky, or if the temperature gets high, it caramelizes, so it gets very dark very fast. So it's a lot more difficult to work with. So developing those processes was very hard because first we needed. So let's talk about the fruit jerky first. So to make the fruit jerky, we had to develop a process on which we can control the BRIKS of the mango. Let's say mango. You have to control the BRIKS level of the mango and the humidity and the color and everything of huge amounts of mango. And the only way to do that is work with the farmers. I'll go into that later. But that's part number one. And then we had to develop a process so mild that doesn't affect the taste and the smell of the product. So there's a lot of other, fruit bars in the market that were in before us or in and out, and they're mostly apple-based, and you cannot taste the fruit because it's so much processed. What we do in our process is we cut the mango in little pieces, and then it's like a cold pressing. It's a lot more technical than that, but it's like a cold pressing into a fruit jerky, into a strip, that the only thing you lose is the water. And then you package it in this vacuum sealed package to to seal in all the flavor and the experience. So when you open the product, you can smell the pineapple, especially the pineapple. It smells very, very strong. There's no other product in the market that can do that, because no one else has the vertical integration to source the perfect pineapple from Costa Rica, then process it with a special processing technology that doesn't affect the taste and the smell and the organoleptic characteristics, and then pack it into this patented process strip. So technology is a huge deal.